take a little bit to talk about skywatching. So I started recording orbs back in August last year, and it started as a joke for me, honestly. I went outside and I said, I'm gonna go see if the aliens are out there. My friend and I had been hearing about all the alien stuff on TikTok, and we didn't really know a whole lot of details about it. And the crazy thing about this subject is the more you start researching it, the less crazy it becomes. And once you get to the point where you realize that it's all tied into consciousness, you'll be on such a journey, and it'll change your mindset so much, and you'll realize there's so much evidence to support all these different things. It's crazy how many of these people, like for example Robert Bigelow, who was the owner of Skinwalker Ranch before, now solely focuses on consciousness. Why is that? Why is this billionaire so focused on consciousness? You got to ask that question, you know? Why would they spend so much money, put so many resources into studying Skinwalker Ranch, and now he's studying consciousness? But, so August last year, I started going outside as a joke and seeing if I could find the aliens out there. Only to be humbled when I went outside and saw orbs flying in the sky. Now, it took me a long time of battling back and forth of, are these satellites, or what are these things? I definitely know they're not planes. I see hundreds of planes. Those are so easy to tell the difference. The hardest things to tell, honestly, are satellites. And if you have a really good app or some way to tell if it's a satellite or not, I would love to hear it, because it is insanely difficult when you have, 4 or 5 different things flying in the same frame to verify if they're satellites or not. But the timing of them, there's no way they're satellites. If they are, is the craziest coincidences that I've encountered. But, so I started recording these things in August last year. And I started with my cell phone. And the videos were absolutely terrible. You could barely see them. I'm showing my friends and my coworkers, like, look at this thing I captured in the sky. I'm like turning my phone brightness all the way up, telling them we have to turn the room lights off so you can see these things on the screen. Before I got my night vision binoculars, which worked great. And now I've thankfully been able to upgrade to the Psionics thanks to Jack, who is an amazing person. He actually purchased it for me, and I am so grateful for that and him. But, when I first started recording these things, there was like maybe one every few minutes or something like that. And I'd see maybe 10 or so in a night. And it grew to the point this year where I was recording anywhere from like 30 to 50 of them in a single night. So as I've been progressing on this journey, I've seen more and more, and I've just opened my heart and my consciousness up to the possibilities that, I don't know anything about this reality. I thought that all there was to this world was this material world. I was in that mindset my whole life up until last year. I wasn't religious. I had a little bit of spiritual awakening back probably in my early 20s, which quickly got squashed by the military. But now I am open to the fact that there is so much beyond what I thought in this reality. And honestly, it's way more magical than I ever thought. And I'm so intrigued and excited, and honestly, I can't stop myself from just binging and learning all I can about the subject and how it ties into different areas, such as religion and spirituality and all these different things. There's so many ancient cultures around the world that have documented beings coming down from space and giving them gifts. Why would they do that? Why would they help us out? I think it is tied to spirituality and our consciousness. They want us to level up our consciousness. And as we keep opening up and leveling up, these things are going to become more visible. So, yeah, it's just such a fun journey to be on. And honestly, I'm just so much happier as a person knowing that this is how reality actually is. There's so many amazing things out there that you can take some time to learn about. I would highly recommend looking into the Monroe Institute and learning about what they do. They are amazing. They have so many different programs to help you learn different consciousness levels so you can better yourself in different areas such as creativity, or maybe you have some kind of psychic gifts that you can unlock that you didn't even know about, which I never in a million years would have thought any of that stuff was true. But now, after experiencing everything I've experienced, as crazy as it sounds, all of that is way more logical than just the material world that we live in.